Lack of diversity. It's often seen as this anomaly instead of a product of systematic racism. The exclusion of Black athletes has a long history based in adversity experienced by the greatest Black athletes, like Jackie Robinson, Althea Gibson, Muhammad Ali, and many others. I'm an equestrian. And while there has been so much progress done by Black athletes, there are many barriers to true inclusion. I hope by telling my story, I'll encourage others to reach beyond the limits forced on them. Black people do. Equestrian. My name is Zoie Brogdon. I'm an equestrian. I'm 15 years old. There's not really much to it, but yeah, I ride horses. Waking up early in the morning is just kind of a part of it. I have to be strong enough to ride the horse, and if I let my muscles start to relax and get weak, I won't be able to ride my horse. So everything kind of comes down to me wanting to ride all the time. Horseback riding does motivate me every day. I mean, it's like a fun activity. Why wouldn't you want to do something fun? The job I have at Brentwood is creating a bond and connection with the horse to get them to become the best horse they can be. The person who rides these horses don't come as often, so I'm able to get to know the horse on a deeper, more personal level. What I do is kind of become that horse's best friend. I'm able to help that horse get around, have a good time, while still making sure she's fit and healthy. The sport is so expensive, so it takes a certain amount of money to become really introduced into it and to continue with it. Showing is really expensive, and I was very grateful to be given a grant, which is something you sign up for, and then they're able to let you show for free at a certain show. Because showing can cost like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Just to bring your horse there is a lot. And on top of that, I had to take care of myself. I have to pay for hotel fees and everything that comes in between it, making sure I'm still healthy and safe. So getting into this sport when you're possibly a low-income family is really difficult. The job really started because I needed to ride more horses to become better with my own horse. When I first got Ninja, I was around 12 or 13. It was the summer of 2017. One day, we came to the barn, and my dad came with me. When we came into the cross ties, which is where we hook the horses up so they're just standing still, I saw a bow on top of him. And then they're like, "This is your horse." And I was like, "What?" This is the best gift I could have ever had. The bond with the horse is almost indescribable. It's really hard to kind of make someone know about that bond without them having that bond themselves.
Hey, big guy.
It's more than just another pet that you have, but it's a family member. It's someone you're the closest with. I love this horse to death, and he's just the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Hi, my name is Victoria Faber, and I'm a horse trainer and riding instructor at Sycamore Farm in Malibu, California. I met Zoie about 6 years ago because I was the riding director for the Compton Junior Posse. She's a really unique, extraordinary child.
Gratefully, my mom found Compton Cowboys. This is a small place in Compton. That's how I learned how to ride how I do now. And that's where I saw a lot of people who looked like me. I saw a lot of representation.
She has always been an amazing athlete and a great rider. She's always wanted to ride the most difficult horses and kind of like the thrill. She's a thrill seeker.
Riding is all about practice. You can't just ride one horse and hope to be the top of your game at all times, because I only ride 3 to 4 days a week at most. Without constant practice, I'm unable to jump as high as I want to because my body's not used to it. And with that practice, I'm able to get better. Well, as you can see behind me, I kind of have a lot of ribbons from everything I've done. We don't go to shows that often. We go to 6 shows in a year, which is not a lot because a lot of people can do 16 shows in a year. I usually bring one horse, my own horse, because that's all we can bring. Other people who are able to bring multiple horses, like 4 or 5 horses, so they can compete on those many horses. I can only have one chance to go into the arena with my one horse and succeed, or I could fail. I still can end up on top. Like last year, I got 3rd place in the Horse of the Year award with only 6 shows, while the people in 1st place got 16 and 17 shows. That's kind of a big accomplishment because that means I'm placing really high within each show. My goal for me right now is to make it to a Grand Prix. That'd be fantastic because those are where the top riders start jumping and showing. The Grand Prix are their practice for what comes beyond, like the World Cup or even the Olympics. If I'm able to get that sponsorship and maybe show abroad, that'd be another goal for me, to be able to show in Paris or in London. That'd be great. I would like to see more people getting an opportunity to do things like I do. I would like to see more people of color within the sport.
Good.
By making this sport less cost-effective, it'd be able to make more people of color be able to come into the sport and then maybe become greater than they ever think they could. Being a Black athlete, I kind of hold a lot of weight on my shoulders. There's not a lot of us there, so kind of the representation falls on anyone who is a part of the sport. I hope to inspire other young Black girls just like me to be able to chase their dreams and do what they want to do within the sport. I look up to people who look like me, even though there's not many of them. I see them as that guide, that light that says, I can do that too. I want to be that same light for other people. I want to be able to show them, hey, I can do this because I see other people like me doing it. If I'm able to become that light for other people, that's my greatest goal.